Rufai Oseni. Rufai Oseni. This is the reason why some of these our leaders then they fear to come to Arise TV for any interview, because the people were there for Arise TV go question on a way to on a thing say no human being go free question you people. Thank you so much, Rufai Oseni, for these questions you asked our dear minister Dave Umahi, Minister of. Just watch the video, guys. Serious basketball.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
Too small.
Minister, let me finish.
No. I
let
keep
me
quiet
finish.
for you to damage
let me
information.
finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not speak. The problem is you will not allow me to speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not.
What your profession is. You anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
you don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So please,
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor
okay.
in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me. So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
You're too small.
Minister, let me speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commission of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
No. I will keep quiet for you to damage information.
Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
Don't do that with me. I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure. So I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So, please,
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask
So
questions.
you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop,
okay. Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, the other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback return of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court. Now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that has been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people call to book, I book them. and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is not.
Rufai Oseni, God will bless you. You know, one thing about some Nigerians, and that is the kind of Nigerians these our leaders like, is that Nigerians think that we don't have any right to ask these our leaders questions. You will see somebody now that will maybe comment on this particular video and tell you that Rufai don't have right to ask him questions. These people are our leaders. We employ them. So I don't know whether, because according to him, he said that Rufai don't have right to ask him those questions. How? As how now? As how? You are accountable to us. We are the one that, in fact, the president sometimes, Nigerians should also ask the president, what are you doing with social thing? Even your governors, as a Nigerian, you have right to ask your governor, what are you doing with so amount that is coming to your hand? But if you do that, even some people that are poor like you will even be telling you that you don't have right to do that. Who told you? As you are now, as an individual watching this video, you have a company and you employ somebody, and you give that person a work to do. Don't you have right to ask that person, what are you doing? How much did you spend in this? That is the way these people are to us. If you understand that these people are serving us, yes, if we understand that they are serving us, we are not the ones serving, they are the ones serving us. As far as they have taken up that task of being a governor, being a minister, being a president, they are serving us. We need to ask them for accountability. Rufai, God will bless you. And for the minister did not even answer the question. He don't answer the question. When they ask you how they do this coastal rule they do, cost per kilometer, tell us. Let Nigerians know how far una don't go. Let Nigerians know how much una don't borrow for this thing. Let Nigerians know how much una don't spend. Nigerians have the right to know all these things. Don't tell us that we don't have the right to know these things. Okay, as if now una know they serve us again. Now we they serve una now. That kind of mentality we have in Nigeria. So many people now will come and be saying that Rufai don't have right to ask him that question, that he's an engineer. Yes, an engineer, and that is why the president appointed him. So, and we Nigerians, we now have the right to ask him question, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much. This is how you suppose. I thank God. I think I pray that we Nigerians will, in fact, this particular arrest TV, that's why they need to come here. If in case you don't know, that's why they need to come here. Then go ask them question back to back. I love this. I love this. Just drop a comment at the comment section on what you think about this particular interview. And I want to thank you so much, Rufai Oseni. I remember him with the Peace and love. Don't play with me.